the atmosphere here is always that the kids know that we love them, that everyone here loves them. And so eventually you see them come out of their shells and they start to feel more comfortable, and they kind of express their personality for who they really are, because they don't have to be guarded to protect themselves, which, you know, when you're 5 years old, to have to do that is just awful. And so then you see them kind of come out of their shells and they run around on the playground, and so all of a sudden this child who didn't speak the first week he was here is yelling and screaming and jumping up and down and waving his arms because he's so happy to see you, and the transformation is incredible.
We're their everything. We're their night and day. We're the ones that they depend upon for their meals, for their clothing, everything that a parent should be to a child. Davidson Respite Care and our homes and our cadre of people that surround us are those families.
The Davidson Respite House is the first and only emergency shelter in the state of Texas for children with developmental disabilities or for children with medical needs. It's very much needed. We have children from all over the state of Texas that come to stay at the Davidson Respite House. So it isn't just children from San Antonio, Bexar County. We are taking children who have been physically abused, sexually abused, medically neglected, which is not uncommon for emergency shelters, but then you couple that with physical abuse, sexual abuse, medical neglect, and Down syndrome or cerebral palsy.
Some of our children that leave from a hospital that come into our care require round-the-clock care of nurses. We're dealing with children that are very fragile, that perhaps I and others would be too fearful to provide that care. Where my confidence comes is the cadre of the community support, encircling all of us and giving us the confidence to provide that care of a child that is so special in many different ways.
This is Mr. Victor, and this is Juan Moses. Victor is so silly. He loves to dance. He loves music. His smile is just absolutely infectious. His laugh, you give him, he loves tickles.
Mr. Juan, get you.
And then Juan Moses is I have two boys, and he is probably one of the busiest boys I've ever known my whole life. He just goes. We received a call from the Department of Family Protective Services to take two children into care. One had Down syndrome and the other had cerebral palsy, and they were a set of twins. They both have G-tube, and they have G-tube feedings multiple times throughout the day. Now it's just going to take that really special family to be their forever family.
I've been at Respite for 23 years. Each and every one of them got a different personality. Some of them makes you laugh, and some of them makes you kind of sad at times. It just really makes your day to know that you can, you know, kind of solve their problems, and you know, and meet their needs. They are family, you know, and we are their parents, and I can understand that, and I don't try to disencourage them that I'm not, because like I say, I am their family. Because I'm here for them.
We strive for continuity of care, which means that I take them to see the neurologist one week and I take them to see the neurologist the next week. And that way when we see another doctor, I can be a good reporter of what one doctor has said or what kind of care they're receiving from different doctors, like a parent would do. And a lot of the times the kids haven't had someone to hold their hand before.
And to see what we're able to do when they come in the door, and immediately the physical healing begins, the emotional healing begins, and the development starts to go right through the roof.
A child that needs specialized care, the level and the intensity of the care is costly. It's hard to put a dollar figure to it, and we don't. When the call comes in, if we have space and we know that this is the best environment for that child, is when we say yes.
We have already expanded our shelter capacity in the past 2 years to add another 10 beds. We're still saying no to children, and that is heart-wrenching.
When we're full, and oftentimes we are, when we say no, what goes along with that no is the emotional fear of, well, where will the child go? We deal a great level on faith. Yeah, not exactly a business model. Yeah, not exactly our financials, or not what you're going to see on a Fortune 500 company. But we work a whole lot more in faith and confidence, that knowing that people are there to help. and we've never been let down before. Each child is cared for, each child is celebrated, each child in their own way finds their way through the journey, and the connection between that child's journey is those people that deliver the service, and those all valuable people that say, how can we help with our gifts?